everybody, my name is Javier. I'm here today with the SKB TPX2 trap case, hardware case for your drum hardware, whatever you got going on. I'm basically making this video because I wanted to buy this case a while back, and I did some research online. I looked up YouTube videos and I wasn't exactly getting the answers that I wanted. So hopefully this video helps you out, and if you want to buy it or not. The videos that I saw, it seems like the guys were only hauling around minimal equipment, maybe 2 cymbal stands, 3 cymbal stands. People were throwing their snare drum in here, their foot pedal. And when I go on the road, I tend to take a full drum kit with me and a lot of hardware. So this in here, I don't have my snare, I don't have my pedal in here. I've got a couple of cymbals in here. I honestly have too many cymbals, so they don't all fit in here. So if you need to, if you're looking to buy it and you haul around a lot of hardware, I'm basically going to show you everything that I keep in here. Once again, there is no snare in here. There's no foot pedal in here. I've got, I go on the road with 2 snares, and I take them in 2 separate bags. I take my double pedal in a separate bag. I usually take my cymbals in a separate bag. And I've got a ton of hardware that goes with me, and it's all in here today. So I'm going to show you what you can stick in here if you tend to carry around more stuff than your drummer that uses a jazz setup or whatnot. So I'll roll this towards you a little bit. Bear with me, guys. This is my first YouTube video ever. So got very minimal equipment, nothing fancy, just some cheap stuff that I found at Walmart to help me film this this video. So there you go. Pop the top off, and you've got a top part, a top compartment. It's going to hold all kinds of hardware in here. So in here I've got a Yamaha short boom. I've got a regular boom, just came off a Pacific rack. Go ahead and tilt this up a little bit more so you guys can see. I've got the top part to a Tama Road Pro boom cymbal stand. I've got a DW arm, and that goes to a DW. I'm not sure what series it is, but it goes to a DW boom stand. And I've got another Road Pro top part for a Tama stand. I roll around with 2 Tama Road Pros, 3 Tama stands altogether. I got a top part for a Pearl straight stand. Another top to that 3rd Tama stand I was mentioning. Here are the legs for that DW stand. This thing fits a lot of gear if you're not going to put your snare and your pedal and wires and cables and all that junk. This is used just for my hardware, and I've got a ton of hardware. So, here are the legs for the Pearl straight stand. I've got a DW puppy bone. I've got 3 legs for my floor tom. And that is it. And that top compartment. That is a lot of gear just in that top compartment. Now we're going to the inside. I'm gonna go ahead and take you off there and give you a look of the inside. We got a whole lot going on in there. I've got 2 more legs, 2 more bottom parts for, those are my 2 Tama stands. And I've got a bunch of other stuff in here. I'm going to pull it all out right now and show you what I got going on in there. So, we're going to set that back up. Like I said, this is my first YouTube video ever, so I'm doing it all by myself. I don't got nobody working the camera for me or nothing like that. And here I got a Robo Cup. It can be used as a stick holder, drink holder, or whatnot. Here I've just got a fanny pack with some wristbands in there. I hang this thing off my cymbal stands. My wife's kids got this for me a few years back, so I keep it on there. Got a Tama stick bag full of sticks. Got another bottom part to a boom. I got this thing from a pawn shop. I bought a cymbal. I bought an Oriental China cymbal, and this thing came with it, and I just kind of rigged it up. So it gives me another stand. Another bottom to another bottom Tama stand. And then I've got my Tama first chair. I've got the bottom part in there as well. I play a Yamaha Stage Custom Birch natural wood. So I've got the tom mounts in here. More Yamaha tom mounts. When I play live, I use a timbal, so I've got a Tama clamp with a Tama arm on there. Another boom arm clamp thing. You know how that works. Another Yamaha tom holder. Another Yamaha tom holder. Another clamp. Another Tama clamp. Cowbell. The bottom to a Tama stand. I can get that thing open. Bottom to a Tama stand. Another bottom to a Tama stand. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stands already coming out. I got my bottom to my snare stand, top to my snare stand, and then an LP just cowbell holder. And that is it. That's a whole lot of gear. I got 6 stands in there. Tom arms, tom clamps, boom arms, you name it. I don't have my hi-hat stand in here because it doesn't, it's not gonna fit, and I don't feel like breaking it down and putting it together over and over before gig, after the gig. So I'm just gonna leave it set up, throw it in the car, and that's how we're gonna get it to the gig. So, and here you've got you can hold some cymbals in here. If you've looked this thing up before, I'm sure you already know that you can put cymbals in here. Right now I've got a ride and 3 crashes. I've actually got too many cymbals, so it doesn't all fit in there. Live I'm using 2 Chinas, 3 crashes, 1 ride, and 2 bells. So I honestly don't need it all, but it looks badass, so I use it. You know, of course, the jazz setup would be easier, but I mean, jazz setups look cool and everything, but I mean, to me, a bigger drum set just looks better. It looks bigger, it looks better, it looks cooler, it looks more badass. So, and I use every piece of equipment, every piece of gear that goes with me on the road, I use it. So, 1, 2, 6 stands, the tops, the bottoms, the boom arms. I've got the bottom to a throne in there. Tops to all the stands, a stick bag, tom arms, tom mounts, booms, you name it, everything in here. If you're just looking for something to put your hardware and only your hardware in, this is going to work for you. Let me see if I can show you the inside of it. So that's the inside of it right there. That's a SKB TPX2 trap case. And this is all the hardware that's in there. And one more time, all I put in there is hardware. I don't put a snare drum, I don't put cables, I don't put mics. It's strictly used for my hardware. I don't put my double pedal in there. My double pedal has its own case. My snares have their own case. My my tama, the top to my throne goes separate. My timbal goes separate, and of course all my drums go separate. This is basically it right here. So, if you're looking for a good hardware case, SKB TPX2, I recommend it. I got mine from sweetwater.com. Hit them up. Maybe you can get a good deal. I got a pretty good deal. So, there it is. Nothing but hardware in there. So, once again, guys, bear with me, please. This is my first YouTube video ever. I don't even know how I'm going to upload it. I'm not one of those techie guys. I'm a musician. I get on stage, I play, and I let everybody else handle everything. Engineering, lights, I just know how to jam. So, thanks everybody.